Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a good Aries season. I hope you're feeling that fresh start, hopefully some renewed energy, maybe feeling more motivated, especially now that Mercury is out of retrograde. There shouldn't be any more problems with technology, communication, missed meetings, appointments, people from the past coming back. There will be a little bit of a shadow period, but it should definitely be a lot lighter than it has felt. So moving into Aries season, we had a super moon in Libra. So this really illuminated a lot of emotions for people. You might have felt like your emotions were kind of coming to the surface, but it also really illuminated this sense of potential and sort of pulled us all to, look forward and think about what we want from the future. So, wow. Right, so we will be having a new moon in Aries on the 5th, another full moon in Libra on the 19th, closing out Aries season, and then on the 20th, the sun goes into Taurus. Oh, wow, okay. So right off the bat, a lot of major arcana for you guys. First, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Chariot, Cancer, the Hanged Man, Ten of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I feel like you guys are actually going through a huge period of change right now. Even if it doesn't feel super obvious, I think it will kind of become more apparent as you start to realize, these subtle changes that have slowly kind of been happening over time. Wow, and the moon. Yeah, so you guys are going to be seeing a lot of changes. You guys might be feeling it though, because with Temperance here, something is being tempered, something is being changed or manipulated. The Chariot sometimes can mean being pulled in two different directions, and it's also very fast moving energy. And then the Hanged Man, a change of perspective, right? Something being flipped upside down. The Wheel of Fortune, right? Something turning. So there's huge changes happening. There's huge movement happening. And then the Ten of Swords, right? This is all about completion. And the Wheel of Fortune, we also have the 10 there. So something definitely kind of wrapping up for you guys, but it's not only wrapping up, it's bringing with it this huge sense of change. With the moon, like how I was talking about things being illuminated by the supermoon, the next full moon in Libra might bring even more things to light. Okay, right, so the moon, it can be about illusions, but I feel it can also be, the moon kind of illuminating things in the dark and bringing those secrets or things that are hidden to the light. It can also be about intuition. And then we have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Swords. So I don't know, you guys, it definitely feels like there is a lot of kind of, up and down and side to side energy. It's almost like you guys are being pulled in a lot of different directions. It seems to me like you guys are kind of having to take on this sort of harsh energy just in order to deal with, what the world is demanding of you. You're having to say, when enough is enough. And there's not, there's only so much of you to go around. Ace of Cups. So it seems that there's promise of new love here, and it could be something that you were really hoping for. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer energy, Pisces energy, and then the Ace of Cups. But then with the Three of Swords, that is, you know, heartbreak. Maybe there was a relationship that seemed very promising to begin with. King of Cups, yeah, you could definitely be dealing with a water sign, especially Pisces or Cancer. Right, so I'll get some clarifiers, but just what it seems to me is like there seemed to be, you know, an opportunity for new love and things seemed really promising. And then, you know, with this big change happening, maybe it didn't quite align with, you know, where your new path was taking you. And it just kind of seems like with the Three of Swords, maybe you went through a little bit of a heartbreak. King of Wands, Two of Wands. I actually really see this being you having to leave someone behind. And it might have had something to do with kind of you either had to, you know, choose to be with this person, or you could choose to kind of leave them behind knowing that it would help you grow or it would help you evolve somehow. It seems like it was a very passionate connection with the King of Wands, fire sign energy. But Two of Wands, it just seems like you had to kind of make the decision to maybe leave that person behind. And it seems to be sort of like a for the greater good type of situation. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, you needed to shift your focus. So you might be really absorbed in your work right now. You might be really working hard on something, a project. Three of Wands, and kind of waiting to see that payoff. You're just really putting in the work, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting to see those rewards. Eight of Wands, you might be, it feels to me like you are far away from this person. You might have had to, you know, leave this person in more ways than one, right? You might have literally had to move away somewhere. And Five of Cups, it really seems like you are kind of missing this person and longing for them. Because there's, you know, there's so much love here, and then there's this heartbreak, but it has to do with kind of separation, and there's still, you know, passion and the Ace of Cups. It seems like, you know, things might not be over with this person. You might just be at a distance from them right now. Maybe you guys decided you needed to like take a break, or maybe, you know, if you had to do long distance, you just decided it wasn't worth it and it was going to be too hard, and, you know, you ended it despite there being, you know, love there. So I'll get a couple more for you guys. Okay, what else can we get for Virgo? King of Swords, yeah. So this was a logical decision you had to make, and I was actually thinking about this yesterday. You know, when we're forced to make a really emotional decision, sometimes the best thing to do is kind of put our emotions aside and look at it logically and see what the best choice is through that lens. And it seems like, you know, even though your intuition may have been telling you something else, eventually your intuition just had to get on board because it was the logical thing to do, and you knew that it was going to be the best decision, at least for you, hopefully for both of you, but it was the right thing to do in the end. Sorry, I hope I haven't lost you guys. I know this reading is seeming very specific to a select few. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Queen of Cups. Yeah, it really seems like you are dealing with a water sign, or at least someone who you are in a very, you know, kind of emotionally intimate relationship with. It seems like If you have a lot of emotions for this person and you are missing them, they are also missing you. It's not one-sided at all. Both of you guys are thinking about each other, missing each other. And then with Judgment here, I almost see it being like you guys kind of trying to communicate with each other from very far away. I think you guys could definitely be separated by distance. With Judgment here and, you know, the water imagery, it's almost like you guys are trying to shout across the ocean to each other. It might be someone who's even that far away from you, and it just seems like you really want to communicate. Okay, so I just want some final messages, maybe final advice for Virgo for April 2019. Sorry guys, my voice is starting to give out. Okay. The World, right? So like I said, you guys are just going through huge transformations right now. And everything kind of seems to me like the universe is just trying to reassure you. The messages and like the feeling I'm getting is the universe is just trying to reassure you guys and say all this change and all this kind of, you know, discomfort and, well, you know, change is uncomfortable and it's not easy, and I feel like it's just saying, like, it's reassuring you that this is worth it, and in the end, this transformation in your life is going to affect you, and it's going to affect other people, and it might seem really chaotic, but it's almost like it needs to be bad before it can be amazing. Like, there's just this huge transformation that's happening, and like it's all gonna pay off in the end. And you guys should be excited. I don't think there's anything here that is necessarily bad. It just kind of seems like you guys might be, you know, struggling with someone who is at a distance from you, whether it be, you know, physically or emotionally. But there is still a lot of love in this connection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see you for the mid-monthlies. Bye-bye.